Hi, how's everyone? Welcome. Thanks for coming back. And hello if you are new. I swear I stutter badly. I sing even worse. So if you can vibe with a hot mess like me, then you have found the right channel. We're doing the moon reading today. The moon is in Leo. Excuse me. The moon is in Leo right now, and it is squaring Uranus and Aries. So let's talk about this because there could be some um, issues with the ego here today, with the in the present energy. Pardon me. I was fine all day, and then I start talking. So let's talk about this here. I do have Moon and Leo in my chart. So there, like I said, Leo has to do with the ego, but it also has to do with the people around you. It's a very protective sign. And it has to do, it's Leo, just like the animal, just like the lion. The reason they call the group that the lion belongs to its pride is because the people that it is in charge of are his pride. Um, Not just the term for the group, but it affects his pride. His pride is very tied up with his responsibilities to the people around him. And it has a lot to do with the ego, ruled by the sun. It is illuminating it. The Leo energy, being ruled by the sun, is very warm and very generous and very inviting, very charming. It likes to shed it likes to show the truth, but the key with the sun energy is that it shows the truth it chooses to show. It doesn't always show the real truth, okay? With the moon here, the sensitive, caring, intuitive, very emotional, very in with cycles and tides and ebbs and flows. Um, Being here in Leo, there could be some sensitive egos going on right now. Now, with that squaring Uranus and Aries, Uranus is a very big, heavy energy. In its strengths, he is innovation and resourcefulness and independence and innovation and all those wonderful things. But when it's negatively aspected, this could be um, unpredictable changes and rebellion, and even rebellion can be a strength. But with this being in a square energy and it's a difficult energy, there could be some upheaval in the area of your chart, and the collective in general in the sign of Aries. And Aries, being the baby sign, is all about survival instincts here. Um, Self preservation, self promotion, self protection, ambition, and things like that. The motto of Aries, every sign has a motto, and the motto for Aries is I am. And if we look at it with that I am, with Uranus in its sign right now, it feels like I am perturbed, I am upheaved, I am flipped and feeling unpredictable. And that being square the moon in Leo will have some a pull on the ego right now. Some may be very self protective of their ego. Some may be unwilling to hear other opinions, because it might challenge, and Uranus is definitely a planet of challenge. It might challenge what they feel is stable in their expression of themselves. I really hope that came out clearly. Um, so we're going to go ahead to the reading. Usually with the moon readings, I pull the moon card and then the one behind it and the one in front of it. But really wanted to change it a little bit. It started to feel like the process was a little stagnant. So I wanted to mix up the energy a little bit. Um, So I just dealt out 3 cards, and wouldn't you know it, the first one to fall out was the moon itself. So definitely a strong energy in play right now. Next to the moon, we dropped the emotion card. So what was I saying about hot, unpredictable emotions in the present? Next to it, we've got the magician, which is manifesting something. So what we're going to do is I'm going to lay out clarifiers, but I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep laying out cards. We're going to do this live, and we're going to see if it's a hot mess, or we're going to see if the mix changing, put a little revolution, that Uranus energy um, in the structure of how I usually do things. Let's see if we can't mix up some of the outcome here. Not the outcome, but I'm just trying to change it up a little bit because it started to feel stagnant. And that might be that Uranus energy needing a little bit of innovation in the process. So I'm going to ask for please clarify and elaborate on the moon energy here, please. In the pre-shuffle, the 10 of Cups was coming out, the 4 of Wands was coming out, the Hermit was coming out. So let's see if those um, continue to come out. Please remember that not all messages will resonate with all of you the same way. So leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in the timeline. Like I say, I can read the script, but I can't tell you which character you all individually play or where you choose to stand on the stage, whether you're involved or observing or a cross watcher. I can only read the energies. So please clarify the moon. We have, see the devil in reverse. Okay, this is breaking free from something. I like that. Devil energy is Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, the taskmaster. He keeps us on point with our lessons and karma. Oh, this came out earlier. What was this for? I like this though because this is something that we had been beholden to. Now remember, the devil in the Rider-Waite is the lovers in chains, and the devil lords over them. And what that is that there was a connection or like an agreement entered into um, that we entered into originally with good intentions, but then it got corrupted, and that's why we're in the devil energy. There was some kind of corruption in this. And with the moon, it does have to do with mystery and intuition. It's Cancer energy, but it also has to do with cycles. So this may have been an emotional cycle that we got stuck in that became toxic. It became a burden. It became something we couldn't free ourselves from. But now with the devil in reverse, we are definitely breaking free from something that had us in an emotional lockdown. Okay. Let's get to emotion, please. Please clarify and elaborate emotion. This is control of our emotions. Look at that strength. Leo energy. Moon is in Leo right now. So we've got the moon here with emotion and Leo on top of it. Look at that. So with the emotion card, this is trying to get a hold of our emotion. It says control of self. It also says like attracts like, okay? So mind your vibration, because if you're functioning in a negative space with negative thoughts and intent, with negative self-talk, you will attract that to you, okay? So if there's someone here that is resonating with this, that is in an energy of down talking themselves, especially coming out of this a very sensitive moon energy of trying to release yourself from something that has become toxic. If you're in your emotions about it, you're going to attract to you what you are vibrating at. This strength card coming on top of it is guiding us to have strength during this process. The key with the strength card, you see here, it's a feminine leading the lion, okay? The lion represents the masculine energy. I'm not talking man or woman. Gender ain't shit in spirituality. I'm talking about energy, okay? So we have a balance here of the masculine ego and the feminine intuition, okay? The woman in this card represents the Empress from the Empress card, come down off her throne in order to take on the ego. Often describe it as in the Rider-Waite deck, she is wrestling with the lion to get something out of its mouth. And the only thing the ego understands is, I want that. But the reason the Empress is trying to take it away from the lion is because it's toxic. It's not supposed to have it. It's going to harm it. And it's going to do detriment to his energy. So you're trying to use your intuition, use your sensitivity, use compassion for yourself in order to wrestle with your ego, getting a hold of your emotions about it in order to release something that has been toxic. Devil in reverse. The key to strength is finding power, is finding the balance between power and peace. The key here is to be peaceful in your power and find power in your peace. I can't overstate that enough. You can be peaceful in being powerful. Your power doesn't have to be aggression. It doesn't have to be casting other people down. It doesn't have to be putting other people down. You can walk in a state of strength and power without taking anything from anyone else, without diminishing anyone else. And when you can function in that power, you will be at peace. Also, if you can find peace in yourself, you will not be moved by anything anybody else wants to tell you. And in that peace, you will find your power. The two together makes strength. Okay? And that is the energy that the divine is telling us we need in order to get a hold of those emotions. Now we have the Magician card. This is the Master Manifester. It says manifest through active participation. Participate in what you are trying to make. Don't just put the intent out. Don't just hope for the best. Don't just rely on other people to come through for you. You actually have to put in the work. The Magician is bringing the energy of divine manifestation down to the 3D, and down in the 3D, in the muck and the grime, in everyday grind, everyday life, it is work. And so when the Magician shows up, it's telling you to put in the work into your own manifestations. Be creative. Be powerful. Look, there's another card of power. Your power will be your manifestation energy. So please clarify and elaborate. Power, or the Magician. Oh, look at that. We've got death in reverse. Death in reverse. Death. Okay, so now I feel like this is a blockage here. Death again. Capricorn. Oh no, this is Scorpio energy. Scorpio. Okay. So Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is Hades, the god of the underworld. So we have Saturn in play and Pluto. These are both aspects of death. Saturn is the reaper. He is the god of time itself, and time comes for everything. So when there's a cycle that needs to end, that's why the devil is here in the reverse. When there is a cycle that needs to end, the reaper will come through, and that's the image. That's the representation of death, time coming in and ending something. But where does the dead go? And the dead goes to the underworld. Saturn will bring the dead thing to Hades in the underworld. That's where he rules. And Scorpio energy rules transformation. Transformation, purification, and rebirth. Here it is in the reverse. So there's a blockage here. Somebody is manifesting something that it's shoot. It's a tough one. Let me think on that just 1 second. I'll be right back.